Let me just join the YouTube orientation as well. Just join the YouTube orientation as well. Okay. Okay, good morning all. Welcome for this orientation session. So this is a live orientation session that is being conducted basically for the course, just to walk you through the NPTEL ICMA website, the how to log in, how to get yourself registered, how to access the course, and how to get the participation certificate. So the idea of today's session is to walk you through and introduce you to the course and how to access the course content. So this is basically the business intelligence and analytics course is basically given out for the CMA final level students. So, and just to keep you informed that you already, you don't have to make any payment as such. So this is part of the ICMA final level course contents that you have been provided with. So you are not required to make any payments as such. And let's get started with the ICMA NPTEL website. So let me start presenting you my screen and let me know once you're able to see it. So to access the course content, we need to go to the NPTEL ICMAI website. So I'm just opening Google Chrome and I'm just going to type ICMAI NPTEL. So when you search for the core website, you will be able to find the website here. I will be sharing you the website link as well separately, so you need not worry about that. Okay, so this is the NPTEL ICMA website. And in the home page, you can find a little information about the courses that we are currently offering. So like you can see in the website, the NPTEL and ICMAI in partnership is offering 2 exclusive courses for its students and CMA members. So for inter-level students, currently we are offering communication and soft skills course. And for the final level and members of ICMAI, we are offering business intelligence and analytics course. So now you are all part of the final level students. So we have the business intelligence and analytics course that is being offered to you. So you do not require to make any payment as such. So I saw a few questions in which students had asked if we have to make any payment as such to access the course content. ICMA has got you covered, so you are not required to make any payment as such from your end at the moment. So this is the home page. So like you can see, this is the NPTEL ICMAI website and this is the home page. And you can click here on login to log in and access your course content. Now, before going into the login process, let me just walk you through the NPTEL ICMAI website. Okay, now let's go to About page. So ICMAI, like you know, it is the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. So it was established in the year 1958, and you can view a little information about ICMAI here. And the ICMAI website is given here. If you scroll down, you can see the NPTEL National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. So the NPTEL basically stands for National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. It is a joint venture of the IITs and the IIScs funded by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. So NPTEL was basically launched in 2003. And currently we have more than 3,200 plus unique courses across different disciplines. So it is up to your interest. So apart from the topic, like the business intelligence and analytics course that we have offered, you can also go and check out the disciplines which are in your interest, and you can access the course content. You can just register yourself and access the course content. Accessing the course content is completely free of cost. So only if you wish to take up the exam, you are required to make a payment of about 1,000 rupees. That is only to cover the operational cost. So apart from that, Just to access the course content, it is completely free of cost. So you can check out the NPTEL website for your benefit, and you can also share it to others who you think might benefit out of this initiative. And you have the NPTEL website here. Okay. Moving on to stats. So before going into the login, let me just walk you through the website. Going on to stats tab. So currently we have more than 75,000 students who have been enrolled for the communication and soft skills. The total number of registered students are more than 75,000, and about 37,000 students are currently taking up the course that you can see here. That is the number given here. And the students who have basically completed the course and are eligible for participation certificate, and most of them would have got the participation certificate as well, and that count is about 27,000 students. So apart from this, we also have the final exam, which is conducted by the NPTEL for the ICMAI students. That is an optional exam. So if you wish to register yourself, you can get yourself registered to get the course completion certificate. So this is the number of students who have passed for the the final exam. So that is for communication and soft skills. And below that, we have the same. So since we are all part of the business intelligence and analytics students for the final level students of ICMAI, the total students who have been registered for the course is about 8,900. And the number of students who are currently ongoing, that is, they are currently taking up the course, is about 6,000 plus students. And the students who have already completed the course, and most of them would have got their participation certificate, it is more than 5,000 students. And this is the number of students who have registered for the final exam and who have passed. So the registered students is quite low. We have the count of the passing students that is given here. And you can also check out the state-wise distribution of the students who are there. So when you have time, just go through the website. You'll be able to find the current statistics here. So here we also offer the ICOS. It was a very short term, so this is not relevant to the CMA students. So this is a course that we offered for the ICOS government officers. So that you can ignore for now. So moving on to the contact details. Yes, so we have the contact details mentioned here for your benefit. So basically, if you have any queries, we are always available just one mail away. So you can write a mail to the support ICMA. So if you have any queries regarding the course, or when to complete the course, or what any difficulty in accessing the course content, or any details that has been mentioned in the website that is incorrect, or anything on that concerns, you can write a mail to support-ICMA, which is given here. So this is the support mail ID. So if you have any queries, please do write us a mail, and you can expect a response from the NPTEL in about 24 hours. And you also have a recorded video. So we have the orientation going on live now. So apart from this, you also have a recorded version of the similar orientation session that is given here in the contact page. So if at all you have any queries, you can go check out here. And if you still have any queries that that require us to clarify it for you, then you can always write a mail to support ID. And this is our contact details. So basically, we are seated in IIT Madras, and this is the picture of our office that we put here. So moving on to login. Now that we've covered home page, about page, contact, and stats, let's go into the login. So this login page will ask you for your email ID. So you will have to enter the ICMAI registered mail ID. So you would have already shared your mail ID with ICMAI, right? So that is the mail ID that you will have to enter here. This is the registered mail ID. I'm going to my inbox, and every time I log in, I would be getting an OTP, which would be valid for about 10 minutes. So you will have to copy, just make sure that you copy the latest OTP, because every time you log in, you would be receiving an OTP, and that OTP would be in the same email thread. So ensure you copy the latest OTP. Okay, so I have copied and pasted my OTP here, and I'm clicking on submit. Okay, now moving on, to the next page, we will have some information which is already populated. So basically, ICMA shares your details with us, and that has already been put for you in the registration form. And few questions that you would be required to answer regarding your contact number and also regarding your graduation status. So rest of it will be already auto-populated and you will not be able to make any changes here. So if at all any information that has been given here is incorrect, or if you wish to update it as per your latest data information, you can always write a mail to the support ID, which is given under the contacts page. So you have your name, mail ID. This mail ID is again the registered mail ID, the ICMA registered mail ID, and you have a sample number that's given here. However, in your case, when you try to log in, you will be seeing your actual contact number given here. So if this number is WhatsApp enabled, you can click on yes. If not, and you wish to update your number, which is WhatsApp enabled, you will have to click on no, and you will have to enter your alternate mobile number. So the reason why we are doing this is because most of our reminders or any communication with regards to this course will be shared to you via mail and your WhatsApp number. So to keep yourself updated, we require your WhatsApp enabled contact number. So that is the reason we are asking you this. And also we will require a few, so again, you can find information about your ICMA registered number, your city, gender, course duration, date of birth, state, PIN code, all that has already been filled for you based on the details that ICMA has already shared with us. So if at all you wish to update us, like I mentioned previously, you will have to write a mail to the support mail ID. And scrolling down, you will find a few questions regarding your graduation status, whether you are a student, if this is the only degree that you're taking, or if you're doing some other degree, or and this is like an add-on course that you are going on. Just a few details about you, and you will have to select whatever option is appropriate for you. So you can also choose whether you're doing CMA as your full-time degree, or if you're doing some other degree along with your CMA. If not, you're just a graduate, you can just select whichever option is suitable for you. So I'm going to click on graduate. If I click on graduate, it will ask a few questions regarding my college name. So I'm going to just give in random answers here. And while you are entering and filling your registration form, we request you to give your updated information here. Now, after filling all these details, we will be asking you to upload a passport size photo. So the purpose of asking this photo is because we would be this picture that you upload here will be appearing in your participation certificate as well as your course completion certificate. So just ensure that the photo that you upload here is a proper passport size photo in a formal attire, because that is the reason why, since the certificate is going to have your photo as well, we suggest you upload a proper passport size photo. And earlier we had instances where students had uploaded selfies or photos with other backgrounds. So that does not seem quite suitable for a professional certificate. Hence, we suggest you to upload a proper passport size photo with a white background, because it would be more suitable for a professional certificate. Now, again, the point that you have to note here is that the photo that you upload should be in JPG or JPEG format only. Okay, and also that the file size has to be between 50 and 150 KB only. So just ensure that the photo, the passport size photo that you upload is in JPG or JPEG format only, and the size of the image has to be between 50 and 150 KB only. Now I'm going to click on choose file, and my local desktop is going to open, and let me just upload a sample photo here. So once I try to upload a sample photo, which is of 7 KB size, and I click on, again, automatically I would be getting an error message asking me to upload a photo size of between 50 and 150 KB only. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to select a suitable photo, which is of size 60 KB. Yes, 60 KB I'm going to choose. Okay. Now, after this, please ensure that you will not be having an option to re-upload a photo. So just ensure that the photo that you upload once is uploaded correctly, because again, this photo would be going into our database and we will not be able to make any changes. So just ensure that you upload a proper passport size photo, because earlier instances we had students upload their ICMA ID card or their mark sheet photo and all that. So once you upload that, we will not be able to change. And if at all you wish to change, then it could result in you receiving a certificate quite late. So just to avoid that confusion, we suggest you to have the photo in a proper folder first, and then you upload your photo here. So after uploading the photo, I'm going to click on this. I agree that all the details are correct and true to my knowledge, and I'm going to click on submit. So once you submit, you will get this pop-up saying that your details have been updated successfully. Going to click on OK. And again, the same information that was shown to you earlier is given here. You can just scroll through once. And if at all you wish to change any information here which is incorrect, or if you wish to update, you will have to write a mail to the support mail ID with the registered mail ID and your registration number. So only with these two information, when you write a mail, we will be able to locate your data in our database. So whenever you write a mail to us regarding any concerns that you have, please mention your registered number, registration number, and your registered mail ID. So either way, you would be, if you send your mail with your registered mail ID, shouldn't be a problem. If not, if you're using an alternate mail, to write a mail to some other mail ID to write a mail to us, we suggest you mention your registered mail ID and your registration number. So when you scroll down and click on view course details. So once you click that, in the same website, you will be able to see two additional tabs here. So one is regarding your course details. So earlier, before logging in, you had just a login tab here, and you had home, about, and stats page followed by contact details. But now once you log in, you will be able to see certificate tab and the course details tab additionally. So before going on to the course details, let me show you the certificate tab. So earlier I was referring to the participation certificate as well, right, in the stats page. So let me elaborate you on that. So this is the participation certificate. We have a sample participation certificate which you can view. So to get the participation certificate, you are required to complete, you have to require, the course content is available in the form of recorded videos. And this is going to be a complete online course content. So we do not provide any offline course classes as such, or course content, nothing in such. We would be offering it in the offline mode. It is completely online. So taking up the exam, the course content, accessing the course content, accessing the website, everything is going to be online for you. Accessing the website, and post which you would be going navigating to the course content, and followed by the assignments, everything followed by the final exam. It is all going to be only in online mode. Nothing is offline here. So to take up this course content, it will be given in modules, right? So here for BIA, you have 11 modules, that are meaning to 11-week course content. So under each module, you have about 4 or 5 videos, about 40 minutes each, 30 to 40 minutes each. And you have various concepts that are covered in each part of the module. Right. So once you complete a module, you will be having a set of assignment questions, which are in the form of MCQ. So after completing each module, you are required to attend this assignment, which you can, again, it's a self-paced course. So it is like the course content for 11 weeks would be provided to you upfront, and you can take up the course as per your pace. So if you wish to complete the course week on week, then you can do that. If not, you wish to complete the entire course over a duration of just 2 or 3 days, you can go ahead and do that as well. So that is the reason we are calling this course to be a self-paced course, which the reason being the pace of each student is going to be different. So the course content for all the 11 modules, that is 11 weeks, is provided to you upfront already. So you can log in and you can start taking up the course content, and you can finish the course content in say for a duration of 3 months, if not 3 days as well. So both can be done depending on the user space. So coming back to the certificate, so I was talking about the assignment at the end of each module, right? So we have 11 modules here. So 11 assignments are there, each assignment containing about 10 questions in MCQ. So you, to pass in each assignment, you are required to score 40 or more than 40 to be satisfying the cutoff for each assignment. So that is like the, basically that's the pass mark, right? So for each assignment, you are required to score 40 or more than 40 to be considered as pass in that particular assignment. So you will have to score in each of the 11 assignments with 40 or greater than 40 to be eligible for the participation certificate. So week on week, we would be generating the certificates from our end. And again, the certificates would be made live for you in the website only. So under this certificate tab itself, you will be able to find an option to download your certificate. So basically, we do not provide any hard copies. You can go, once you complete your course content, say for example, you complete the course today, Monday, you can expect your certificate by Friday, if not by the following week, Friday. So every Friday, we would be making the certificates live. So you can wait for this week, if not the following week latest, to avail your participation certificate. Again, to download your participation certificate, you will have to log in. And under the same certificate tab, you will be able to find an option to download your certificate. So the reason, if at all you don't receive your certificate, is majorly because of the improper photo. The photo that you upload right at the time of registration, if at all the photo is incompatible due to some technical reasons, if the photo is incompatible, if not, you have uploaded something else instead of your passport size photo. So that is the reason predominantly why your certificate has not been made available for download. So in earlier, a lot of students who had uploaded their ID card or their mark sheet or their signature by mistake in the place of their passport size photo. And that is the reason why the the participation certificate has been held from our end, because we would not be able to, generate the certificate, right? So if at all you do not receive your certificate, we would be sending out a mail once your participation certificate has been made live on completion of the course, satisfying the criteria and all that. We will be sending you a mail that the certificate has been made available to download, and you can go ahead and download it from the website with a few steps that I mentioned, so that you can go and download your certificate easily. So that will also be mentioned and sent to you. Again, like, we are asking for your mail ID as well as your WhatsApp contact number. Such information would be sent to you from our end through your WhatsApp message, if not a mail. Okay, so coming back to the participation certificate, you are required to complete all the 11 weeks assignments, and in each week you are required to score about 40, if not greater than 40, to be eligible for the participation certificate. And to avail the participation certificate, you will. So if you're completing the course over the weekend, say Saturday, Sunday, you're completing the course, and then by the following week, Friday, maximum by Friday, you would be receiving a certificate. If at all you have not received a certificate, we suggest you to go and check your inbox if we have already communicated to you whether the photo that you uploaded is improper for the certificate. So we were, again, before sending us a mail, we suggest you to go back and check your inbox if we have already communicated to you regarding some issue, the reason why your certificate has not been available to you for your download. Okay, scrolling down, we can see the completion certificate. So under the course completion certificate, so again, this certificate can be availed if you register for the final exam. So this final exam is an optional final exam. So students who wish to get the part up after the participation certificate, if you still wish to get the course completion certificate, then you are required to register yourself for the final exam. So again, the registration will be open once in few months, depending on the date of the exam. So the next exam that we have planned is in the month of November 2nd week to be precise. And we have the registrations which will be open in October. So you will have an entire 1 month time to, complete your course and get yourself registered for the exam. So to get yourself registered for the exam, you are required to make a payment of about 800 plus 144. That comes to about 944. So earlier I was mentioning about other NPTEL courses, right? So for there, you have to make a payment of 1,000. And here we have made the course, to register for the final exam, we have waived off, since these are the registered ICMA registered students. So the fee is about 800 plus 144. So that comes about 944 with the GST. This payment is basically done to cover the operational costs only. So if you wish to get the course completion certificate, you can go ahead and do that. And the benefit of getting the course completion certificate is that you would be receiving a certificate with IIT Madras. Since IIT Madras professor is offering you this course, Business Intelligence and Analytics course, the certificate will basically have NPTEL, ICMAI, and the IIT Madras logo. So you can understand. I hope you understand the value of possessing an IIT Madras certificate in your skill set. So again, we have made it optional. So if the student is willing to get the course completion certificate as well, then they again this you will to register yourself, you need to complete all the 11 weeks course content and be eligible for participation certificate. So once you cover that, then you will be eligible to get yourself registered for the final exam. Now let me walk you through on the final exam eligibility. Like I just mentioned, learners should take 40 marks, if not more than 40 marks, in all the assignments of all the modules. So at the end of each module, you will have an assignment question set, which is about 10 questions in the form of MCQ. So 11 modules will basically have 11-week course content, and at the end of each week course content, you will be having an MCQ questions, which again you will have to complete it. You will also be able to find save option and also submit. So if you are not sure of any of the answers and you wish to go back, read the concept and then come back and take up the assignment, you can also do that. So meanwhile, you can only save the answers, like for the remaining answers, like say, for example, you have 4 questions which are unattended. You have 5 questions for which you have already given the answers. You wish to read some more concepts and then come back and take the remaining questions. In that case, you can just click on save answer, and you can just keep the answers saved for the 5 questions, and for the 4 questions which are remaining, you can go back, read those concepts, come back, and then fill in the answers for the remaining questions, and then you can click on submit answer. So that facility is also there in this course portal for you. You can go ahead and do that. Moving on to the next eligibility. The exam is optional. So the learners who wish to take up the exam is, they can go ahead and register themselves by paying a fee of rupees 800, and the GST would be about 144. So after making a payment of about 944 rupees, you will also be able to find a receipt which you can download and, just like a proof for you that you have made so and so payment and got yourself registered for the exam. So that will also be there in the website. Again, this payment mode is going to be online only. You cannot go and go to some ICMA center or this NPTEL office and come and make. We suggest you to make an online payment of, if you wish to register for the exam, you again, the payment mode is going to be online only. Moving on to the next point, this exam will be conducted once in every 2 months on a Saturday. It is mostly, we've mentioned Saturday here. However, the 3 batches of exams that we've planned are all on Sundays only. So earlier we had an exam batch that was planned in February. And then we had one exam batch which was conducted in July 2025. And now the next batch that we've planned to conduct this exam is in November, 2nd week. And again, it's on a Sunday only. So the benefit is that you can take up the exam from your home itself, home or anywhere that you wish to take up the exam from. And the proctoring will be done remotely. Meaning the mode of exam, again, like I previously mentioned, it is online. So you are not required to visit any center to take up the exam. So you have the benefit of taking the exam from your home itself. However, the prerequisites are that you are required to have a proper internet connection, like a stable internet connection. With a laptop, again, it should be having a camera enabled laptop and a smartphone, because this is going to be an online proctored exam. So you are required to join a particular Gmeet that we send out to you. So that Gmeet you will have to join from your phone. That Gmeet is mandatory because that is where we confirm your attendance, because that is how we validate that it is you who are taking your exam, right? Since the exam is being an online exam, so we will be taking up remote proctoring only. So for that purpose, we require a laptop and a smartphone which has a front facing camera. So just to before getting yourself registered for the final exam, we suggest you that you have these three prerequisites before getting yourself registered for the final exam. Okay, now moving on to the criteria for certification. Now, once you register, you take up the exam and all that. Now, how do I know whether I have passed or not? So for that, the final score will be calculated. That is going to be the sum of 25% of your assignment score and 75% of the final exam score, with a minimum of 40% in each. So let me explain that. Now, this assignment is the average of all the 11 assignments that you've taken, right? So a weightage of about 25% is calculated on the sum of all the assignment scores. So that would be one portion of your final score. And the remaining 75 portion of the final exam score is going to be the score that you take in this final exam. So the score that you attained in the on the day of exam, right? That Sunday, the exam that you're taking from your home or from your office, say, for example. So that score would be given a weightage of about 75%. Now you are required to score a 40 in minimum of 40, if not greater than 40 in each of the two components. So if you have satisfied all these criteria, then you are considered as pass and your final score will be mentioned in your certificate. So we have the online assignments score, which is given here out of 25. And the proctored exam score, the exam that you were, again, the duration of this exam is going to be 3 hours. And the exam timing is mostly 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So it's going to be a 3-hour exam, and the mode of exam is again online mode. And you can expect questions in the form of MCQs or short answers only. So let me just give you a heads up that you are not required to give long answers, like type in long answers. No, it is going to be short answer, if not MCQ type of questions only. So for that, we are giving you 3 hours, and the duration of exam, the timing of the exam is going to be between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. So that score is given a weightage of about 75%. And the sum of these two components is going to be considered as your consolidated score, which should be given here. So earlier I was talking about the passport size photo that you upload, right? So at the time of registration, you would be uploading the photo. So when you check your participation certificate, again, the photo would be printed here, as well as in the course completion certificate, you will be seeing your photo here as well. So that is the only reason we suggest you to have a proper passport size photo in your laptop, like a soft copy in JPG or JPEG format. And the size of the image that you upload has to be between 50 and 150 KB only. So once you upload that, you will be able to see that photo in your participation certificate as well as your course completion certificate, if at all you wish to register and take up the course completion certificate as well. So once you complete the final exam, you would be receiving, or if you satisfy the previously mentioned criteria, you will be receiving a certificate which has the logos of ICMAI, NPTEL, and also IIT Madras, because for business intelligence and analytics course, the course instructor is Professor Saji Matthew sir, and he is part of IIT Madras. So you would be receiving a certificate which holds these three prestigious logos. All right. So coming to course details. So again, like I previously mentioned, we have some information about business intelligence and analytics here. The course information. The professor is Saji Matthew sir, and he is part of the Department of Management Studies, IIT Madras. You can see a little information about this course, like what topics, what concepts you can expect to be covered in the course. A gist of it is given here. And again, the number of modules is 11 weeks. So basically 11 modules, 11 weeks. So the course content is going to be provided to you upfront. So you can take up the course over 11 weeks. If not, you can complete it in your pace itself, 5 days, 10 days, depending on your pace and your time availability. You can go ahead and complete the course. So you have all the assignments open for you, and also all the 11-week course recorded videos are also available to you. So depending on your pace, you can go ahead and complete the course. Scrolling down, we have the same content that I just explained to you. The course is in self-paced mode. It is divided into modules. And at the end of each module, and multiple videos are there, and one assignment consisting of 10 MCQs are given. Each assignment may be attempted multiple number of times. So what happens if your score is less than 40? So again, you will be able to attempt the same assignment multiple times until you score 40, if not greater than 40. So you will be basically allowed to attempt the assignment n number of times, okay, until your final score is going to be 40 or greater than 40. You'll be able to submit the assignment n number of times. And once your score is 40, then that particular score will be frozen for that week assignment, and you will not be able to retake the assignment. Say, for example, you don't satisfy the cutoff and your assignment score is only 25 or 30, then you will be allowed to retake the assignment. You will be able to fill in the answers again and then click on submit. So once you submit and your score is, say, for example, 70, then that 70 mark will be frozen and you will not be able to retake that same assignment once again. So we suggest that you read through all the concepts, understand them, and then you come and take your assignments, because once your score is just 40, if not greater than 40, then it's beneficial for you. If not, it is just 40, then again the overall weightage, about 25%, falls in the assignment scores as well, right? So hence we suggest you to complete the concepts fully and then attempt that week assignment. All right. So let's go and click here. So you'll have to click this button to start the course. Now, here if you see, you will be redirected to this NPTEL website page, wherein you will have to enter your details to log in. So again, when you're logging in for the first time, you will have to click on sign in. And the mail ID that you enter here is going to be your ICMAI registered mail ID. So here earlier you used the mail ID to log in the website page, right? It is the same mail ID that you are required to use here as well. So it is the ICMAI registered mail ID that you are required to type in here. And when you're going to log in to access the course for the first time, you have to click on sign up. Sign up, enter the mail ID, and then you will have to enter the password. Again, this password is not something that we share with you or ICMAI shares with you. It is the password that you create for your NPTEL account. So when you click on sign up, it will ask you for your mail ID and the password. So you are required to type in a password for your account. So the credentials, let me just reiterate once again. When you're logging in for the first time, you need to click on sign up. And then you need to enter your ICMAI registered mail ID here. So you have to enter that mail ID and it will ask you for the password. Password and confirm password. So the password is what you create for your account. It is not something that NPTEL shares with you or ICMAI shares with you. So since I have already logged in, I'm just going to click on sign up. Then sign in. So once you log in using sign up option, your credentials are created, and henceforth when you log in, you can directly click on sign in. You need not sign up once again. You just directly need to click on sign in. Enter your ICMAI registered mail ID followed by the password that you just created for your account, and you can click on sign in directly. Now, once you sign in, this is the course portal page that you will be able to see. And like I mentioned, you have three three tabs to the left side. One is the overview. This is the course overview, wherein we have mentioned the same thing which you will be able to see in the website. The same content is being given here just for your reference. And moving on to modules tab. So under the modules tab, you will be able to find the week on week course content. So initially you'll be able to find the textbooks and references here. So once you click on that, you will be able to find the hyperlink here. Once you click on that, you will be able to download all the textbooks and the references that were used in curating this course content for you. So we've added that as well, so that if you wish to read extensively beyond the course content that has been given here, you can also do that. Now scrolling down, you will be able to find 11 modules. So 11 week course content is there. And under week 1, you have about 3 or 4, 5 videos are there here. So you can, once you click on each of the topic, you'll be able to see the recorded video here, right? So once you click on that, you will be able to, you start viewing the course content. Now at the end of this course content, you also have a course overview, lecture notes, readings, all that is given to you. So you can, and the assignment that I was talking to you. So you also have, at the end of this course content, you have the course at the end of each module, you have the course assignment. And each assignment will have about 10 MCQs here. And each question would be having 1 point. So I've already attempted this assignment, so I do not have submit or save answers. Let me just open some other assignment and show you. I have week 8 assignment open here. Now that I've not attempted this assignment, again here we have 10 questions. On scrolling down, you have an option to save the answers. So again, the save answers, if you're not sure about any of the question answers, then and you wish to go back and revise any of the concepts, that you can do by clicking on save answers. And once you're very confident with all the answers for the 10 questions, you can go ahead and click on submit answers. And one point that I wish to highlight here is that at the end of each week course content, you will also be able to find lecture notes. Lecture notes will basically contain all the notes that have been covered for the concepts that have been covered in the course content videos that is available to you. So you can go ahead and download that and read it in an offline mode as well. It's not like you always need to read it from the laptop only. So you can download it, maybe get a printout if you wish to. You can read it in offline mode as well. And the readings will basically contain all the reference books that were used in curating that week course content for you. So that is also given here if you wish to go ahead and read extensively on those particular concepts. So week on week, the same format is followed. So you have about four videos here, and under each you'll have the concepts that have been covered, mentioned below the video. And at the end, you have the lecture notes of all the concepts that were covered in the earlier videos, followed by the week assignment. Right? So 11 weeks, we have 11 modules that will be given to you upfront. So all the course content, like you can see here, all the 11-week course content has been available to you upfront. So depending on your pace, you can go ahead and complete the course. Now moving on to the grades tab. So week 1, week 2, so you have 11 weeks that have been given here. And once you satisfy the cutoff, meaning once you pass each assignment, so I have scored 40, which means I have cutoff satisfied for week 1 assignment. So I will not be able to retake that particular assignment since my cutoff has been satisfied. Now week 2, again, my score is 40. My cutoff has been satisfied. Week 3, 50, cutoff satisfied. So as and when you complete each assignment, you will be able to view the scores as soon as you complete. As soon as you click on submit, you can go to the grades tab and view your assignment score. Now, since this is week 5, I have not submitted the assignment at all. So that is the reason I don't have a score here. and it is mentioned as due date pending. So once I take up the assignment, again the score will be visible here, and whether it is pass or fail. If the score is less than 40, it's going to be cut off not satisfied, which means I need to go back to week 5 and take up the assignment once again. And if not, my score is going to be 40, if not more than 40, it's going to show cutoff satisfied, like how it's given here, it will be mentioned here as well. So that's about all the 11 modules. And we also have a calculator embedded in the portal itself, so that if at all you have any math questions in your questions or in amid your concept videos, you can go ahead and you make use of this calculator as well. Now to the top right corner, you will be able to find these 3 icons. So this is the discussion forum, like the chat inbox that you have, chat window. So that image is the discussion forum. So the discussion forum is basically a place where you can post your queries regarding any concepts or any topics that you wish to discuss with your peers. If not, you have any questions regarding the concepts, that you can always go ahead and post it in the discussion forum. We have teaching assistants, and also if not, the professor who will intervene in the discussion forum and post in answers for the queries that you post here. So we just suggest you that you don't post any questions like personal questions regarding your difficulty in accessing the course content. If not the certificate queries or anything, we suggest you don't post it here, because once you post any query here, it is going to trigger a mail to everyone who's there, who's taking up this course. So be a little mindful of what you post in the discussion forum, because the discussion forum, like the name says, it is for you to discuss something which is going to benefit all of them who are there in the group, right? So if you have any personal queries regarding your certificate or login queries or anything, like I previously mentioned, I suggest you write a mail to the support mail ID. So notifications, this bell icon is the notifications tab, wherein you can find any notification that NPTEL wishes to send to you regarding any course completion reminder. If not, if we have opened the final exam registrations, then if you wish to see whether you have the registrations open for the final exam or not, or any other orientation that we've planned, or any such communication from the NPTEL end, will be made to you available in the notifications tab as well. So apart from a WhatsApp message or an email, we also post it here, so that you can go and check any updates or any notifications for the course content that has been given here from our end. And this is the user button. You can just click on that if you wish to log in. I'm just going to log out. And let me go back to the home page. With that, I have completed my course orientation. And let me just check if we have any questions. So before we go and check the chat for your questions, I have few FAQs here with me. Let me just cover those FAQs quickly before we go into your questions. So the first question that I have with me in my FAQs is that, when will I receive my login details? So like I mentioned, the login details is something that we don't share with you. The login details, you will only have to use your ICMA registered mail ID. So once you use that and log in into the website, and you will have to create your password for your NPTEL account. It is not something that we share with you or ICMA shares with you. You will have to log in using the password that you created for your NPTEL account. So moving on to the next question. Should I complete the course within June or August or December 2025? Sorry. Should I complete the course within December 2025? Again, the course mode is going to be a self-paced mode. So like I already explained to you, you can complete the course either over 11 weeks duration or 11 days, or maybe over the weekend. It is your pace whether you want to wish to complete it over the course of 11 weeks, if not earlier than that. So there is no duration as such. And again, completing the course is mandatory as part of the ICMA regulations. That answers for your question. Moving on to the next question. When will I get my certificate? So this is a very common question among most of the students who take up this course. Like I mentioned, the course certificates will be generated on a week-on-week basis only. So say for example, you complete the course over the weekend, if not mid of this week, then you can expect your certificate by the following week, Friday. So you can expect, we expect your certificate in a week's time. So mid of this week, if you complete a certificate, the following week, Friday, you will be receiving it. If not, you complete the previous weekend, then you can expect your certificate by this week. Say for example, today is 29th and you complete the course on 28th, 27 or 28th. Over the weekend, you had completed the course. In that case, you can expect your certificate the following Friday. That is the 3rd of October. Considering that the photo that you upload for your certificate is a proper passport size photo. So once all that criteria is satisfied, then you can expect your certificate the following week. Moving on to the next question. What type of questions can I expect in the exam? So if you are referring to the assignment questions, it is all only in MCQ format. Only 10 questions, MCQ in MCQ format, wherein you can save the answers, if not, submit the answers. So that flexibility you have if it's your assignment questions. Moving on to the final exam questions. So again, in the final exam questions, you will not have to type in any long answers. It is going to be only match the following type of questions, if not MCQ, if not short answer, like fill in the blank type of questions only. And what is the duration of the exam? So the duration of the final exam is going to be 3 hours, and usually it is conducted as a forenoon session, that is from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And what are the okay, moving on to the next question. What type of, okay, that is what we just covered. Online or offline course? What is the mode of the course? Is it going to be online or offline? So the course content, the exams, the assignments, everything is going to be online only, followed by a participation certificate. Again, the participation certificate, it is going to be a soft copy only. We do not dispatch any hard copies. So it is completely end-to-end. It is an online process. You can expect all the communication sent to you in WhatsApp, if not a mail communication. So we suggest you keep an eye in your inbox, your registered mail ID inbox, because all the NPTEL ICMA communication happens there. So it is going to be, again, coming back to the question, the course is going to be completely online only. Is this course compulsory is the next question that I have. Yes, completing the course is mandatory as it is part of the course content and the part of courses that you have to complete your CMA final. Moving on to the next question. How do I register for the exam? Okay, to register for the final exam, you will first, step 1 is that you will have to complete the course. So you will have to complete all the 11 modules and be eligible for the participation certificate. So that is step 1, eligibility to get yourself registered for the final exam. Step 2 is that you check your inbox, your mail ID inbox, if not your WhatsApp, because that is where we communicate to you once the registrations for the final exams is open. So ideally it happens thrice a year in the month of Feb, if not July, if not followed by November. So since we have the November batch that is upcoming, we suggest you to complete your course content and then you can find the option to register. Again, in the website itself, you will have an option to register for the exam. And again, the mode of payment is going to be online only. So you will have to require to make a payment of 944 rupees to get yourself registered for the final exam. And coming back to the final exam part, it is going to be an online exam only. You do not have to go and visit any center to take up this exam. You have the convenience of taking up this exam from your home itself. So all you need is a stable internet connection, a laptop with a front-facing camera, along with a smartphone with again a front-facing camera. It is mandatory because this is going to be an online proctored exam. Moving on to the next question. Do I have to make any payment to take this course? Okay, ICMAI has got you covered. So accessing the course content, you will not have to make any payment. And also to avail the participation certificate, you are not required to make any payment. Only if you wish to get the course completion certificate, then you need to register yourself and make a payment. If not, this is the core. This orientation is being offered to students who are part of the batch members, which ICMA has already shared to us. So if you are attending the course orientation, which is going on now, let me tell you that you will not have to make any payment now. You can go ahead and start accessing the course content and also take up the assignments. You can go ahead and start taking up the assignments, right? And only if you wish to get the course completion certificate, then you will have to register and make a payment. If not, you will not have to make any payment to us right now. You have to just log in, follow the instructions that has been given to you in this orientation session. If not, we also have the recorded video. You can go ahead, refer to that, and then you can start accessing the course content and start taking up the assignments. So after this session, I would be sharing out a launch mail. In that, a detailed step-by-step is, step-by-step login process, everything is given, along with a PPT, wherein you can also go and refer. The same thing which I have just explained to you, it is given in a step-by-step format there. So you can watch the recorded version of this video. If not, you can also go and refer to that PPT or the SOP document. Both are available there in the launch mail, which I will be sharing it with you shortly. So you can go ahead and refer to that and you can start accessing the course content. Okay, we suggest you to wait until this evening so that you can start taking up the course content, because the access is all given to you. So step one, you will have to go and read through all the process, how you log in and what is the registered mail ID, everything you need to get that checked. Because again, if you don't enter your registered mail ID, ICMA registered mail ID, again, you will not be able to access the course. So before you write a mail to us, we suggest you check with the mail ID that you're trying, that you're using to log in into the website is the ICMA registered mail ID only. So we suggest you do that first and then you try logging in and accessing the course. Okay, if at all you have any other further questions apart from this, you can always feel free to write a mail to us. That is the support mail ID. Again, we would be sharing a launch mail to you at the end of this session, like probably sometime after the session, we will be sharing it to you. You can refer to that. And we also have a Gmeet session, which is open completely for the benefit of the users here, because this is an online end-to-end process, right? So just to make it a little more comfortable for you, we also have Gmeet sessions open for the next 4 days. So you can just join the Gmeet. Again, it's not going to be an online class. Let me make sure that I inform you that as well. This is not going to be an online class. This Gmeet session, it's basically a support session wherein you join. If you have any queries, you are required to join. If not, you wouldn't be requiring that. So if you have any difficulty in accessing the course content, some login issue or any other technical issue if you are facing, log in, join the Gmeet, get your query resolved. We are available there. So we have few people to take up your queries. You can get your queries resolved and you can drop off from the Gmeet, because again, the course content, like I already mentioned, it is all available in the form of recorded videos. So there will be no online classes. This Gmeet session is only to get your queries resolved regarding your course access or any other login related issues. So we have it open for the next 4 days. So you can join, get your queries resolved, and you can drop off from the Gmeet. So that is the idea of having these support Gmeet sessions. The details again will be shared to you in the launch mail itself. Okay, so I have my FAQs answered. Let me just check the live chat if we have any questions apart from the questions that we've already discussed in the FAQs. So we have one student who is asking if it is mandatory to complete it before December or after December. Let me tell you that the course content is available in the form of self-paced mode. So you can access the course content even after few weeks, right? So even after your December attempt, you will be still having the access to the course content. So you can go ahead and do that as well. So we have one question asking if they can give this exam in February. Yes, we will. You have the option to take up the exam in the month of February as well. Abhishek Shaw, I see that you have a question from where I'm taking the queries. If you had watched the entire video, I would have mentioned that I have a set of FAQs with me, and we were going through the FAQs before taking up the chat questions, right? Others, we suggest you to be mindful of what you post here because the questions are being visible to all of us, right? So if you have any legit questions, you can always write a mail to us. If not, if the question is not covered as a part of the FAQs, I would have covered here. But again, I have the same questions that are being repeated. So with that, we can come to the end of this session. Yes. With that, since we have only repeated questions as a part of the chat, we can wind up the session and we suggest you to go through the, the step-by-step launch mail that we send out to you. And then we suggest you to try logging in and accessing the course content, right? Thank you. Annapurna ma'am, do you want to add anything here?
Ma'am, it's fine. Hello, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Do you wish to
Yeah,
add
ma'am.
anything,
No,
ma'am?
ma'am, it's fine. You can wind up.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, then. Thank you all. Thanks for your time. Thanks for joining. Bye.
धन्यवाद।